What's up, guys? I'm back for another review, and today is Crazy Friday. And so what does that mean? That means that we're going to be taking a look at a shoe from the Crazy line is what I like to reference it. But basically it's the old Adidas like equipment line, which is kind of what was a part of like the feet you wear line, if I'm not mistaken. Which, long story short, all equates to shoes that now they're retro. They're shoes that Kobe originally wore. But then once Kobe left and went to Nike, they couldn't call them like I think they were called the Crazy, for example, these are the Crazy 8s. I think they were still called the Crazy 8s back then. I could be mistaken though, so if I am, someone go ahead and call me out in the comments. But we're going to be looking at a retro release of the shoe because literally this is like an OG release. This is even like the release that came out at the time that this shoe correlates to Derek. So you get the green box, Adidas equipment line, and inside the box we have none other than the Crazy 8 and this black and red colorway, this Louisville colorway. This I don't know. All depends on how you wanna slice it and look at what this colorway is and represents. For me, this is the shoe that Derek wore in the February game of his MVP year against the Miami Heat. And they beat the Heat. The Bulls beat the Heat 4 times that year. 3 times, all 3 times during the regular season, and then the 4th time being that one game, the first game of the conference finals, and then they lost the next 4 straight, unfortunately. But this shoe has a lot of good memories because Derek wore these one night. And this is the only night he wore them. It was kind of weird. I can't remember the exact reason why, but he wore them, and they sold out the next day. Chicago had a release, like a special release from them too, and they sold out the next day. Sold out online. Couldn't get them on eBay anywhere. It's pretty crazy. I have 2 pairs of these. I have one pair that I got from either off of eBay or I got from a friend or something for like dirt cheap. That I kind of beat up, but I also hooped in a little bit. They weren't too bad to hoop in. Definitely not my favorite shoe to hoop in by any means, but they were kind of nice. And then I got this pair, which was a retro release. I picked these up from Finish Line, and I've never worn them actually. I just realized I tore the tag off. So maybe did I wear these? The outsole. If I did, no, I really don't think I wore these. Actually, I didn't, because this one actually still says the special material used on this shoe is not washable or brushable, which basically is like this heavy like suede that they have right here. This shoe has, a torsion system in it to give it some more stability. You have your traction pads here and here. They have like a herringbone structure to it. This shoe is a real heavy duty shoe. The Crazy 8s are pretty bulky. This model, compared to like the first ones I have, is a lot lighter, which is something that I remember being kind of weird and interesting. Talking, with my buddy Lance talked to me about the fact that, in his opinion, and I think he's right, because even with my other size 10 that I compared this to, this edition of the Crazy 8s they released, this would have been like maybe 2014, I'm not sure, maybe 2014. These were lighter. And what I mean by that is the materials they use, I don't think they use as much of the same materials, and they try to cut back as much as they could. Like the tongue is thinner than the other ones I have, the padding on the sides is thinner, and it also doesn't feel super heavy. Like the ones I have, or the original pair I have, I'm not even sure if it's the original, I can't remember what release of Crazy 8 it's from, those are heavy. Like those are like bricks. These are pretty light. Same with like the Crazy 97s that I have in that purple colorway for all the people that have been following my channel for a long time. Those are even kind of light. But these are pretty heavy, but they're still a really nice shoe. I just like the little small touches on the shoe from like the 8 on there, which was Kobe's number, of course. You got your performance logo here on the back or on here. Or maybe technically at the time I think it was the equipment logo. The tongue has the equipment logo. If you go inside to the insole, one of the thicker boys, which is nice. You got the Adidas logo on it there too. They didn't do anything crazy though with it, no pun intended, like adding my coach or anything like that. But yeah, the shoe, honestly, it's just a pretty nice shoe. Besides it being like kind of bulky and a little bit on like the not as like flexible side, if I remember correctly in playing with them, they're pretty cool. I like using the real beat up pair I have as like snow boots in the winter, because I'm like, they're a warm shoe. I just slide them on and I can go. I maybe sometimes throw insoles inside them, so I want to be a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, they're not by any means not too bad of a shoe. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's like a thin layer of like EVA beneath these, but these have a lot of court feel, which is the whole thing with the whole feet you wear setup, if I'm not mistaken, of the of some of the equipment shoes that came out during this time period. Because like the top 10 2000s, I think, have the actual like feet you wear pattern on the outside, whereas this is like a different edition of the feet you wear. I could be wrong though with that, but still, either way, just kind of a cool looking shoe and something a little bit different. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed taking this look at the Adidas Crazy 8. It's a pretty nice sneaker. I really personally like it a lot. I think it's cool. It brings back a lot of good memories of that time when Derek wore them in the regular season of his MVP year. And yeah, it's a dope shoe. I may un-DS these today and actually wear them. Either that, I'll just take a picture. I'll sign them on real quick and get a picture for the Instagram. But yeah, these are a classic. These are a classic. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this look and review. And until next time, guys, peace. I'll see you around later. Bye.